Hi friends! So today I'm doing a collab video with some very sweet YouTube ladies. All of them will be listed below. And the topic is what it means to be rich. Now this is a very personal thing. It's what it means to me to be rich and basically how my life, I imagine it changing when I'm no longer in debt and when I have money to do what I want with. So that is kind of my definition of rich. I don't have to be Dave Ramsey level multimillionaire to consider myself rich. I will consider myself rich once I have probably a couple $100,000 in the bank and retirement, and I won't owe any money to anyone. I will consider that rich. That's not rich at all in the scale of the universe, but that would give me some serious freedom, which is mainly how I envision life without debt and life as a rich person. Because if I were rich, I would never have to stay in a situation that I didn't want to be in. So I would never have to stay in a job that I hated or a city that I didn't enjoy because I needed the money to stay there. If I were having problems with my landlord or something, then I could get up and move. I wouldn't have to worry about if they were just being total, then I wouldn't have to worry about, the $300 deposit they probably wouldn't give me back if I broke up the contract early or something like that. I could just get myself out of a bad situation and move on with my life. That is the power of having a little bit of money in the bank. I wouldn't owe anyone anything. I wouldn't owe anyone my money. I wouldn't owe anyone my time. I could basically focus on the things that I enjoy. I will probably always work. But I could do some free work for maybe some nonprofits or some causes that I really care about and would like to support. That, right now I can't go work for an organization that couldn't pay me anything. I've got debt. My time, my energy, my efforts belong to Great Lakes until I free myself from them. My time is not my own right now. I have debts that I have to pay back. So while I will probably always work, I can work for myself. When I am debt free, if I were rich, I would probably go traveling at least once a year, which once again doesn't sound like a lot for a rich person, but I would really love to be able to go somewhere new and experience something different. I've never been out of the country, and I've always wanted to be able to travel a little bit. So yeah, I guess I envision being rich as my life with more options. I'm not mad at my life. I like my life. I'm looking at my car out the window, and I was like, if I had $100,000 in the bank, I'd probably still drive that thing. That thing runs fine. It's perfectly good. I don't see the need to upgrade to a better car. If I had $1 million, I'd probably still drive that thing until it gave out, and then I'd probably go get a little bit better one, but not that much. I don't need a Ferrari. It took me way too long to think of like really expensive cars. I almost said Honda. That's not an expensive car. Like a Ferrari or a BMW. I don't care about that kind of stuff, which is another thing that I would be able to spend my resources and my time on, is things that I care about. So and giving if I see a need. A lot of times you encounter situations or people that you can tell are really in need, and I would really love to be able to just cut a check and fix that problem if I felt led. That is not something I'm in the position to do right now. I can't go pay someone's electric bill if they're having a hard time, or do any of the things. If you watch the Dave Ramsey show, he tells a lot of stories and has a lot of stories of just exponential giving. And it can be done anonymously, which I think is even cooler. But just to be able to use your resources to eliminate some real sorrow in someone's life, or to fill a need that's legitimate, sounds really cool. I think I would have a lot of fun doing a lot of that with my money. Because it's just me right now. It's just me and Rory, and we don't need that much. Honestly, I wish I lived in a smaller house. My Hammond house I loved. I would totally move back into that little Hammond apartment. That was perfectly sized, and I would be happy living there with my little car, with Rory, and $100,000 in the bank, and being able to do the work I wanted. that would be amazing. You know, I'd probably pick up that apartment and put it somewhere. And if I had enough money, I could probably actually do that, or build a little tiny house like that somewhere. And that would be really cool. And I could live somewhere that I wanted to live in, or I could live in multiple places. I could have, you know, a house down in New Orleans, or, you know, a little house or a place to stay in New Orleans and a place to stay in Jackson. I'd be able to travel to see my family more, which I really miss. I hadn't been to Jackson to visit Vince and Beth in over a year, which was sad. You know, I hadn't seen their dogs in a year. I hadn't seen, well, I'd seen some of the people because I saw them at Pig Fest a couple of months earlier, but Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving, living in Arkansas, was the last time I saw them, or went to their house. And if I had more money, I would make the time, I'd take the time off and I'd go visit them more. If I had enough money, I'd fly because that is a terrible drive. I hate that drive. So those are just some of the things I kind of daydream about what it's like to be rich. I'm probably not thinking big enough because of where I am. I still have debt right now. I am very much tunnel visioning myself to becoming debt free because that dream is within my reach, and I feel like that's a very attainable dream that I can hit soon. And maybe once I've got, you know, my baby step 3 fully funded emergency fund in the bank, I can start thinking a lot bigger, and about my future and about where I want to be and what I really want to do. In the meantime, though, I am thinking a little more short term and thinking of long-term stuff in a bit more of a loosey-goosey type sense. So tell me below, what does it mean to be rich to you? Now, you can go the route of, you know, your Facebook founder level rich, or you could go the route of what I'm kind of thinking of as rich, of just never having to do something you don't want to do because of money, which is a huge amount of freedom to me and a huge amount of control that I cannot wait to have within my hands. Because my current definition of being rich is extremely attainable, I think. I'm 28. I'll be debt-free before I'm 30, hopefully. And it's so close. I can spend, you know, my 30s and my 40s just building wealth, because I'm never going to get back into debt again. Ever. Ever. And I'll have, you know, a couple $100,000 in the bank. It's gonna happen for me. So I can make big plans once I'm out of this, and I'm really looking forward to that. I like the options and the freedom and the choices that money have. And it's not that I worship money. I know that the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money. Money is not the root of all evil. Money gives you freedom, and it gives you power of choice. Money can be used to do more good and make you more of who you are. And who I am, I believe, is someone that would like to give and would like to do good in the world. And so I plan to use the money that I have in the future to do more of that. So that is what it means to be rich to me. I would love to hear what it would mean to be rich to you, and make sure to check out the ladies in the collab below. I can't wait to hear what they say. I have a feeling one of them is going to be like, I want a yacht. I want a yacht. I'm joking. I don't think any of them are going to say that, but it would be okay if they did.